Welcome back, everyone, to another Eat Speak podcast, the most delicious podcast in the Metroplex. I'm Bud Kennedy.
And Steve Wilson.
You know, it's been nearly 20 years. I'm going to say it's been 17 years since people in Fort Worth started hearing about a little restaurant inside a Conoco gas station in Watauga. It wasn't long after that all of America started hearing about Chef Point Cafe. Our guest today on the Eat Speak podcast from Chef Point Cafe, Chef Franson Nwaeze and Paula Merrell. Welcome, Franson and Paula.
Thank you.
You opened as a gas station grill, and now you have locations in the original in Watauga and in Colleyville, but the original was a Conoco gas station in Watauga. And I remember I was so impressed the first time I went because it was this little convenience store grill, and I walked in and there was this stack of cases of Quaker State motor oil, and then on the top of it was a chalkboard that said, "Tonight's special duck à l'orange." And I thought, this is going to be pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how we got started, because Franson, he wanted a restaurant, and we went to the bank to try to get a loan, and the banks would not give us a loan for the restaurant because there's such a high failure rate. So we had some friends in the convenience store business, and they were making a lot of money. So we thought, what the heck, let's try to open up a convenience store. So when we did find the property, Franson had the idea, well, why don't we, because they hadn't finished the convenience store. He said, well, why don't we put a kitchen in the back of the convenience store, and then we'll just start cooking food and doing some catering. And we ended up, the bank would give us a loan for the convenience store, but not the restaurant. So that's how we got started. And then the first week that we were open, Franson was cooking some food in the back. We were going to do some catering. Some guests walked into the convenience store, and they said the food smelled good, and Franson gave them a plate of food. They said it was wonderful. They came back the next day, and Franson fed them again. They're like cats coming in now. So they wanted to know where the menu was at. And I said, well, it's at the printer. It'll be ready by Friday. And so they left, and Franson said, what are you doing? And I said, sit down. We're writing the menu. And that's how the whole thing got started. And probably one of the dishes on our menu that people love the most, and it was featured on the Food Network Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, was the blackened stuffed chicken. And that was a guest that came in, and they had, Franson had gone to the table and talked to him, and they were telling Franson the story about this dish that they had at a restaurant that they loved, but the restaurant had shut down. So they described the dish to Franson, and he said, well, come back in a few days and I'll make it for you. And that was the blackened stuffed chicken. And that's
our number one seller today.
Yeah, that's how a lot of our dishes have come about, is a guest have described a dish that they've loved, and Franson said, come back in a few days, and then we put it on the features menu and see how much people like it.
I think we were successful because I wanted everything to be made in house. I wanted to make my own soups and sauces that we still do today, and sometimes we cut our own whole salmon and cut our own beef. I just wanted to know what's in the item that I'm serving my customers. I don't want to second guess them when somebody shows up and said, do you have peanut oil in this item? Or do you have peanut in this item? And I can proudly go to the table and say, no, it's all made in house, and this is what we have. We don't have preservatives in our food. And I wanted to make it, make it unique in a sense that when you come in, you can get dark à l'orange, or you can get the U10 scallops, things you can't get in a gas station. And it become an April Fool place. You bring your girlfriend well-dressed, and you wind up in front of a gas station, and she said, what are we doing here? I said, this is the place. So it made us a really unique place to go.
So when you opened your next restaurant, did the bank give you a loan, or did they still want a gas station?
No, they gave us a loan.
They gave us a loan, but
it was easier the second time.
It was easier the second time, yeah.
Well, they have something at Chef Point called the whatnots that they're known for, and I don't know. I'll get Franson to explain what whatnots are.
Well, they're stuffed with 3 different cheeses and baked in garlic butter, and they're phenomenal. There's nobody around that has a dish like them, and we do hide the recipe in the safe, so nobody's getting it.
Are they breaded, or are they just mushrooms with the cheese on top?
Just mushroom stuffed. We take the stem off, then we stuff the cavities with this mix, and then cover with American cheese and bake it to golden brown with garlic butter, and serve it with
garlic bread.
Garlic bread is addictive.
So it's like
it is
a mushroom cheese escargot
actually.
Something like that.
Yeah, okay.
And we have escargot too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I knew y'all had that. So I was going, yeah, they just kind of did something like that.
Yeah, the first gas station in the world that sells escargot.